Hello. Oh my God. For some reason, okay, let's just lay the groundwork. I was recording videos on Instagram, like a whole slew of them. Not a single one uploaded. I had like maybe 10. Like that's 10 minutes of talking. And I was talking about religion, Christianity, spirituality, New Age spirituality specifically. And there's not a single one. And I was like, oh, this is weird. And I was wondering, I was like, oh, is it because I need, checking in? And I'm like, is it because I need to like flush out my thoughts more? Like I shouldn't be saying this? And I was like, no. Like I can speak freely and it can be bumbly and it's okay. It felt more like I was hitting the nail on the head. Maybe I'm just reading into it. I don't know. But it was just really weird. Like really weird that none of them uploaded. And then I exited out of the app and came back in, and that's when I noticed there wasn't a single one, and all the captions loaded and everything. So just a little fun fact. So then I was like, okay, well, but I didn't feel like going live, so I'm just going to record this video and then post it and see what happens. But this is what I was thinking about this morning. I was thinking about Christianity and New Age. And I don't believe either. And I don't like either. And I don't like any religion. I don't, there's like not this like deep sense of truth. Like every time when I look into the Bible or read the Bible or hear anything from like archetypal Christian, I'm just like I don't care. Like it's like they can believe whatever they want to believe. Like I'm not going to get in their comment section and tell them they need to see the Bible as a psyop. Like I'm not going to do that. I don't really care. It's like, okay, well that path works for you. Like you clearly like it. It's your whole identity. Like whatever. Like I don't care. Unlike the Christians who get in the comments and tell you how you need to find Jesus and they're going to pray for you. And it's like, I don't know. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, was Jesus even real? Like, what is that? Like, what are all these stories? Are they true? Like, why is it that like conspiracy theorists and every other category in their life, they question everything, but then they don't question the Bible? Like, why is the Bible the Bible? Like, why is it like Bible? Or like, don't people say that? Like, I don't know. And they're like, I swear, instead of saying like, I swear to God, they say no, like Bible. Maybe that's like a totally Gen Z thing. Maybe it was very short-lived. But it's like saying on God or no cap or oh, what's the other one? Oh, I can't think of it. Dead ass. That was it. things I never said growing up, but I say now. Sometimes I say them just to be funny and like unexpected. But anyway, dead ass. That's such a crazy thing to say. But okay. So it's fascinating to me to like watch the unfolding of Christians. Because so in 2020, I was in New Age, but like I was teetering out of it because I was getting really confused. And it even started to happen a little bit before then because there were things that didn't like track for me. Like we knew this woman that was in a very serious traumatic experience with a man. So there, let your mind run wild, and you're probably right. How do you make sense of that? Like with New Age spirituality, it's like it's your karma. It's something you did in a past life. Like you manifested it. Your vibration wasn't high enough. Like if your vibration was higher, like everything about New Age puts the fault on the person, which is literally like so perfect for insecure, empathetic, spiritual, intuitive people. Like you keep those people ripping themselves to shreds and working on themselves forever, they'll never do what they came here to do. Never. No chance. That is like, darkness is like, got 'em. Because you want to be better, you want to do good, you want your vibration to be high. Oh my God, I can't believe I manifested. Oh, I have so much karma to work through. It's like, what is that? Like, why does everyone believe in karma? I don't believe in karma. I don't know why. I just don't. Don't ask me why. I'm not an explainer. I'm gonna just fucking jab you with what I think, and then that's it, and let it go. I will not explain shit to you. Like everything is just coming through, and I'm saying what I'm saying. And I know it's offensive, and I know people don't like it, and I know it makes people uncomfortable, and I don't care. I'm done caring. I'm done being a docile, insecure little bitch about what I believe to be true. Because what I see out there and what other people believe to be true, and the confidence and the conviction that they stand in, that truth, looks retarded to me. So why not give mine a try? You know, why not give my belief system a try? My belief system is not out there. It is not out there. I don't see it ever. I can, there's pieces. Like, do I think that this place is run by darkness? Yes. Run by Satan? With like a tail and like a sizzle, you know? And he like, like, no, not the character, not the cartoon character of Satan. I think there is a dark hierarchy, that there are people here that connect to that dark hierarchy. They work with that dark hierarchy. I think that this place has been hijacked by darkness. I think its original form was crafted by God. I think what we live within, the structures that we live within, the rule sets that we live within, the buildings that we live within, that we think that this is like natural, like drywall is natural, like the shapes of the houses are like, it's not, it feels off. The taxes, the working Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, even though that's like so 2000s of me to say, because like you can do your side hustle or whatever the fuck, work online. I don't know. Do whatever people do. But that whole idea, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, get married, white picket fence, go to college. You know, I'm saying I'm in the wrong order, but you know, you get the idea. That's what good people do. Good people, after high school, you go to college. Right? Like there's a groove, and there's several grooves, and there's this mass adoption that, since it's the majority of people are doing it or believe it, then it becomes the thing. And then that's like Christianity. We look at Christianity, 60% of the United States population claims to be Christian. What that means, I don't actually know. Like, there's people that say that they're Christian that are fucking assholes. I'm like, this is weird, because you're giving off some stank ass demon pig energy. And you say you're a Christian? All right, well, whatever. You know, and you're not supposed to judge. I judge the shit. I judge the shit out of everybody and everything. What do you mean, don't judge? No, I'm fucking judging. Like, what are you saying? How can you not judge? And if you're saying that you don't judge, I don't fucking believe you. Like, you're lying. You're pretending. They're so, like, oh, everything just feels so fucked up and wrong. So anyway, where am I going with all this? Who knows? Nobody knows. We don't know where I'm going. Are you here for the ride? I don't know. I don't even know if anyone's still here. I don't even know if anyone gives a shit. If anyone even fucking thinks about this stuff. And I am like obsessed, and I can't stop thinking about it. Rewind. Let's go back to New Age. New Age. So I had a friend. So the bad thing happened, right? To the girl. That happened, right? And then you had to tear yourself to shreds. So that was like one thing that was like, And she had a session with David, and he was channeling during that session. And what came through was that like bad things happen here. Like, this is Earth. And that shook both of us. We were like, what the fuck? Because like we didn't subscribe to that, but that's what came through his channel. And over the years, it's made more sense. It's like, yeah, that tracks, right? Like, bad things do happen here. So then we moved to Seattle, and I don't know why that matters, but just the time era. I guess it was 2018, 2019, 2020. We were in Seattle, the beginning of 2020, and then we pieced out of there because Seattle got real weird. It was like masky. It was like board up your windows. It was cross on the other side of the street. Don't walk near anybody. And I was like, fear, 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 fear. But anyway, we were living in Seattle at the time, and I had a friend that was asking me to manifest something for her. And everything inside of me like revolted. I was like, I can't do that. What do you mean manifest for you? Like, she wanted me to manifest her a Sprinter van or a car or something. And I was like, I can't. Like, it's like, it doesn't work like that. Like, no, like we're not little manifestors. We're not all powerful creators. Like we're not mini gods. Like, but that's what New Age will convince you, is that you're a mini god. And if you get your frequency just right, they would never say mini god because that's like derogatory. But you are God. That's what they say. That's what they say. You are God. We're not. We're not. Like, we can walk in accordance with God. I very much believe that God is real. But when I look out there, I would consider myself a spiritual atheist because I don't fit in any of these categories, and they all feel wrong to me. Like, they just feel like off. Like there's something that's off. And I can't explain it. I can't place it. I'm not going to prove it to you through like all this study that I've done. Like, it's like, no, it just feeling off is enough for me. That's how I work. And then I'm out, and then I'm done, and I'm not interested. Maybe this is why my videos wouldn't upload to Instagram, because this is like too much. It's too much for the metaverse, you know? It's like, it doesn't fit anywhere. Scrambles the AI, perhaps. Ugh, and AI in New Age is fucking so fucked up. These people are fucking losing it. They're losing it. These New Age spiritual think they're on the cutting edge and merging with AI and technology and fucking transhumanism. Like, y'all, you're falling for it. How can you not see that you're falling for it? What the fuck? Just use AI as Google. I used ChatGPT because I didn't feel like looking. I was like, 3.5 pound roast, 275. How long? That's it. That's all I type. I don't talk to ChatGPT like it's a fucking thing that's named itself. That's like this entity that knows more than you. It's a language learning model. It's like the predictive text in your phone, obviously elevated because they've been studying our behavior forever. Number one, darkness. Like, you think psychology is just 100-year-old subject that's introduced to the school system that you can study to become a psychologist? No. Darkness has been studying human psychology for so fucking long. We just got access to it at 100 years. And what is it even really? Like, they gave us this much. You get definitions. You get definitions and like diagnoses. There's nothing about the energetics of any of this shit. There's nothing about darkness, about entities, about demons fucking running people. No, that's not mainstream psychology. Mainstream psychology is junk. And that's what people know. And that's what darkness has given people to learn, to keep you retarded. Like, actually retarded. In the real sense of the definition of the word. Okay? See, like, does anyone get it? Do people get like where we are and how dark and fucked up this place is? And like how many things we've been lied to? Like the moon landing? You know, like, it's like, we know that now, right? Like, what else are we being lied to today that we're like, well, we believe that. I mean, we definitely, that. I don't even know. I don't even know what the thing is of 2025 that everyone believes. It's certainly not the 6 ladies going to space, which isn't even real because you can't leave the firmament. Like, okay, there's my biblical reference, firmament. Do I believe we live in a dome? Yeah, but I also think there are more domes within the dome. I don't hear anybody talk about domes within domes, but that's how I see it when I check in and I ask. There's like a multitude of domes. It's just what I get. It's just what I get. It's just what I get when I ask, and I'm not being like infiltrated by bullshit. I feel like I'm really out like on a limb alone. And that's why I feel like a spiritual atheist, because I'm like, I believe in God. I definitely believe in God. Do I believe that God is a bearded man in the sky? Absolutely fucking not. Do I believe that Jesus was God and like God put himself in Jesus and Jesus was God and God was Jesus or whatever, or the Son? Like, it's so confusing. It doesn't even track, doesn't make any fucking sense. No, I don't. No, I believe that God is a benevolent intelligence that we all have access to. Our intuition is our direct line to God. I will stand on that until the end of time. That is what our intuition is. Our intuition is a direct line to God. Are you working with God or not? It is that simple. Are you listening to your intuitive knowing or not? It is not easy to listen to your intuitive knowing here, as you may know, because this place is so fucking hijacked and so confusing. And you have one thought that's like outside of the field of what other people believe around you, and you feel it. You're like, oh, you're getting the hit, you're getting the ping, you have the knowing is that it's time to leave your job. You have it's time, it's done, it's over, it's been over. I don't even need to give 2 weeks, but I'm going to, because that's what you do, you give 2 weeks. It's over. And then you go to work and you still don't give your notice, even though you know. And then even the signs are all there. Like, it's like, oh God, yeah. Oh, the printer just broke. Like, you're reading everything as a sign, which, you know, it gets it's a slippery slope. But you do, because you're fucking not listening to your goddamn intuition, which is the voice of God. When you actually put weight on what your intuition is, then that's all you want to live by exclusively forever until the end of time. People haven't put weight on their intuition. It's just this like, oh yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Oh yeah, I kind of thought that maybe I should quit. And then you end up getting laid off the next week. I don't know, maybe there's a better compensation package and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But anyway. Okay, so what am I saying? You don't listen to your intuition, right? Because, and there's a slew of reasons why you can't listen to that internal knowing. Number one, it's not logical. Number two, it doesn't make sense. How would I pay for this, this, and this? Like, my intuition would never tell me to quit. Like, God's going to tell me to quit my job, but I'm not going to have any money if I quit my job. And God wouldn't want me to not have money. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Well, if God's so good, God would never want me to be poor and struggle. I don't know about that. There is something in the poverty, in the struggling, in the misery of it that is so liberating, because you see how made up money is and how people are enslaved by money. They will do anything for money. It is remarkable what people will do for money. Completely unaligned things that are not ordained by God, and they will do them for a fat stack of cash, and they will do them for years, for decades, for the entirety of their life. Just saying. So when you're poor and you don't got no money, and then you still live, you don't end up homeless on the street in a cardboard box. That's the thought. That's why homeless people still exist. Homeless people are there to make sure you stay in line and are a good person. No city is resolving homelessness, intentionally so, because this place is run by darkness. It's in darkness's best interest to keep the homeless people out there, so you stay scared on some level, even though you're like, I'm not scared. I'm like, you're fucking scared, because you don't want to end up like Malachi selling papers in Seattle on the street corner. That's a real story. He was actually very great. David and I bought a paper from him every Saturday when we went to the farmer's market. Shout out Malachi. Okay, so That's why homelessness exists. I went into the pocket of homelessness in Seattle because it was so uncomfortable for me to see how many homeless people there were everywhere and how many tents. And then I went and I tried to get involved. And I met with this lady and I met with this guy. And we talked about homelessness and what we can do, and it was so very nothing. It was just verbal masturbation. It got nowhere. It did nothing. And I walked away from that realizing there is actually no real solution. There's nothing. It's a pissing contest between rich people throwing around money to look good for helping the homeless. Oh yeah, Gates came over and he looked at our new mini homes. It's Gates, Gates. He came across the water from Bellevue. Oh, it's oh, fuck all of this. Fuck all of you. This isn't real. This doesn't get to the root of anything real. So I was out of that, immediately. I was like, can't do this. So anyway, if you trust your intuition, which is not often logical, because logical isn't light. Logical isn't God. God's not fucking logical. God will guide you into things that make no fucking sense and then they work out and you're like, what the hell? How did that work out? That doesn't make any sense. It's yeah, exactly. They talk about God being miraculous, but no one wants to fucking listen. So how can the miracles occur? Be fucking poor. Fucking try it on and see what happens. It's not so bad. You're still gonna be fine, and your physical reality won't really change that much. And when it's time for it to change, you'll already know. Just play it out. People don't play shit out. Say that you can't pay your rent, you can't pay your mortgage, you can't pay your bills, you lose your job, You quit your job because God said so, okay? Now you're a victim to following your intuition. Sure, we can play there. You quit your job because God said so, and I'm trusting my intuition, regretfully and begrudgingly, sure. Like an asshole. You quit your job, and then, and then what happens? Maybe some bills don't get paid. Maybe you can't pay your mortgage. Then what happens? How long does it take for the bank to actually come and take your home? What happens if you miss a few mortgage payments? What happens if you miss a few rent payments? What really happens? How long does it take you to get evicted from your apartment, from your house? It takes a fucking while. And then there's all these things in place. I mean, you got the squatters, so you can just squat for fucking ever. But there's all these things in place that protect, if you're in a renting situation, they protect the renter. Laws, rules in place. But people don't want to play that out. People immediately get scared and think that they're going to this deep, dark, dismal place, which that place is only in your mind, because the numbers are going to change on the screen, because we're living in digital currency. We're living in a digital world. Let's just call a spade a spade. When the numbers on your screen change from this to negative red 500, been there. Nothing in your physical reality changes. And that's the fucking crazy part. But that's the part darkness does not want you to know. Nothing in your physical reality changes. Your entire state changes. Your physiology changes because you fucking panic. And you think there's something wrong with you, something bad, you're a bad person. If only you could manage your finances better, then you'd be better. Goes on and on and on and on. I've lived it. I fucking get it. And then what happens? Nothing fucking happens. When it's time for more money to come in, it'll come in. But how deeply can you trust in this feeling that you got, which was your intuition, which was God talking to you, to quit your job? And things take time in physical reality to reorient. It's gonna take a minute. If you need to go negative 500, you need to go negative 500. And can that be okay? It's gonna have to be, because it's what it is. Is the God that you believe in that fucking fragile, frizzy, breakable? It's what's the word? I don't know. It's snappy. You can crack it. Fragile's not the right word, but it's And frizzle's not the right word either, but it's something in between. Okay? You hear what I'm saying? So yes, I believe in God, but not in the ways that people do. Do I think that hard things happen here? Yeah. I think every hard thing that has ever happened in our lives, there's always an opening. There's always an opening to trust deeper. There's always an opening to know that God can use this in your life for good. That is always there. That never goes away. I was thinking, do I want to ask myself another question? But I don't know what it would be. Like, do I believe? And I don't really know. I believe that God is real, but I don't believe it in the way that Christians do, and I don't believe it in the way New Agers do, that they think that they are God and many gods. The derogatory term. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating because I look out there and I just see people that like, they just seem kind of lost. And like, it's weird to see like, I don't know. I don't know how far I want to go into that. I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. Something feels off. The Bible feels off to me. Like I look at the Bible and I'm like, how can this not be used as a mechanism of control? Like I didn't grow up with any religious background, no biblical, nothing. My parents, my mom grew up Catholic. She left the Catholic religion because she didn't like it. Something felt off. And she just became like a regular Christian, whatever the fuck that means. And then my dad grew up also part of the church, like Lutheran. I don't know. But it's like, oh, I don't want any of it. And they didn't want that for me. I was never baptized. It was basically like, she's going to figure it out. And I don't know that I've necessarily figured it out, but I can't blindly believe either. I can't blindly just sink into a religion and just believe it. But I know that it would be more comfortable if I did. I would have an instant community. I would have online and in person. I would be speaking a language that everybody, 60% of the population understood. I could be like, I guess, respected for quoting the Bible and referencing the Bible. But I can't. And same thing with New Age. Like I was in New Age, but I couldn't stay. It's like, I can't manifest for you. Like what even is manifesting? And then you get into like greater and lesser magic, LaVeyan Satanism, and it's like, that's manifesting. And David can tell you all about it. I don't fucking care. Not my job. Greater or lesser magic, LaVeyan Satanism. Look it up. Look it up. It's like using your emotions to manipulate, which, oh my God, how many psychopaths do you know that do that? I speak pretty freely, but man, there's more. There's so much more. Like I want to like call people out by name for being idiots. But I won't. I'm maturing. I'm maturing in my old age. So I can't do either. So then where does that leave me? And that leaves me with a one-on-one personal connection with God. No Bible, no book, no structures, no rules, no anything. It's like this and only this. It's either come through my channel or it hasn't. I'm either guided to do it or I'm not. And I live my life strictly by that. And it is a bet that David and I are making. Because we don't even know if it fucking works. But we can't do all the other stuff that's out there. And it's weird because when I get insecure, which I feel like hasn't happened for a while. I mean, other than my other video about my body image, but when I get insecure about my ideology, when I get insecure about my worldview, and I look at Christians And especially the ones I follow on Instagram, which have it like very polished and their whole life is together and they thank Jesus for their life. And I'm just like, it seems tempting. It seems tempting to have the riches and the things and the Jesus. But like, I can't. Like, I can't. And I don't know why, but it is very clear to me that is not my path here. I can see that it's beneficial for those people. I'd be pretending. I'd be 100% pretending. Because I'm still questioning if Jesus was even a real character. And he's like the main character in these people's lives. And I'm like, I don't even know if he was real. Like, are those stories even real? Like, is the book even real? And like, why? Why are so many people believing this book? Like, how? How can you just believe it? Like, how does that not feel any different than all the other things that you see people believe and you're like, well, that's ridiculous, they think that. Like, most people, when we talk about David being a former Jehovah's Witness, most people are like, whoa, that's crazy. And one of the core beliefs is that Jehovah, oh, I'm probably going to fuck this up. I don't know, God, Jehovah, will come back and restore earth to paradise, and all your dead loved ones will come back, and they'll come back at like the age of 25. Everyone will be in optimum prime health, and you'll be able to like ride lions and elephants, and everything will be in harmony. I imagine they're going to have to be vegan, but that's not a part of that's not the thing. Because I'm like, what do you, I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. It seems like it would, if you're going to ride, I don't know. It just seems weird. So anyway, that's the thought. And then when you tell like your average bear that thought of what Jehovah's Witnesses believe to be true, it sounds fucking crazy. And that's how I look at all religion. Like, to me, it sounds fucking crazy. How? Like, how are you not questioning the shit out of it and like ripping it to shreds and like poking holes in every aspect of it? And like, you got to do the same thing with New Age. You got to rip that to shreds and like rip these people that are channeling to shreds. Like, what the fuck are they channeling? What the fuck are they bringing through? What is that? Like, is that real? Like, fucking, like, go toe to toe with them. David is a channel. I go toe to toe with him all the time. All the time. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why? I want more. I don't get it. That doesn't make sense to me. Because what about this? All the time. It needs to like feel and resonate as truth, no matter who you're listening to. You need to like feel something. Like, it's like, oh, fuck. Like, ideally, that's how you feel listening to me. I would love that if people were like, fuck, damn it, Miriam. Oh, so annoying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't fucking like it, but yeah, I can feel truth in it. It was fucking annoying because you're fucking scrambling my brain, and I don't know, I just think you're fucking annoying for that. I'm like, perfect, 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 perfect. Ideally, I hope that I can be that for people. And if you, I don't know, follow my work or not, it doesn't really fucking matter. Or if you go like fucking hard swing Christian, like that's where New Agers go. New Agers go to Jesus, and then Christians go to New Age. Like, there's a pocket, like there's a design, and there's like a bridge built by darkness in my eyes that goes from one ideology to the other, and there's a bridge you can cross. And I'm like, what if we just burn the bridge and we don't go on the bridge and go either? What if we just go, nope, fucking neither, detonate? Then what? Then what are we left with? And what we're left with, in my like stance of stances, is we are left with a real-time personal connection to God. We are left with our intuition. We are left in a seemingly lonely place, because that is not the thing people prioritize here. The only way, not the only way, but one of the ways David and I have found to talk about it is that rightness. We talk about, you know, when something just feels like right, like even though it's really hard and you don't want to do it, but it just feels right. Like that. Like, that's the thing that David and I follow. Even though it's something I would never choose for myself, like living here with my handicapped mom, like it's not my ideal life at all, at all. This is not what I manifested. But it's also not because my vibe is low, although people would, I'm the negative one, which is great because I'm negative to the bullshit ideas out there. Yeah, then you will see me as negative, of course. But I'm fucking honest and telling it like it is, and I'm saying what I actually fucking think, which most people don't have the balls to do. So yeah, sure, I can be the negative one. That's fine. So just to spice it up with my negativity. So continuing on, this isn't the life that I necessarily want, but I feel that it's right. Like I know I'm supposed to be here, and it's obvious. Like at every turn, it's so obvious. And I can't deny that. And when it's time for me to go, I'll go. Just like I have in every other iteration of my life. When it's time for me to move, I move. When it's time for me to do whatever the fuck I need to do, I do it. And then I just kind of find myself doing it, because that's how it works. When you're actually following the energy, not like going with the flow. I just go with the flow. It's like a new age thing, right? When you're actually following the energy of God, and you know who you work for, and you know that your intuition is the voice of God, and you allow that knowing to carry weight. It needs to carry weight, because that is a BFD. It's a BFD here in the dome, that your intuition is the voice of God. Darkness has done everything to craft a narrative out there that you should not listen to your intuition. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense. Nope, you got to do your pros and cons list. New Age will tell you you got to manifest harder, better, stronger, faster. Christianity will tell you, I don't even know what Christianity would tell you. What would they tell you? To pray to God, I guess. Pray to God, pray for what you want, but like don't be too demanding, and don't be grateful. Also be grateful for what you have. And I don't know. There's rules. There's rule sets. There's all these rule sets of like, you gotta, or pray specifically for exactly what you want. It's like, if I pray specifically for exactly what I want, I don't know that I'm gonna necessarily like it. Because what kind of mood am I praying in? Am I praying in my like wallowiest wallows of depths of despair? That version of me has a different prayer than this version of me if I were to pray right now for what I wanted. Like, I pray for God's will, and I pray that I follow God's will. I pray that I have clear eyes to continue to see clearly here. And that's it. Like, there are wishes and dreams and desires that I have, but I ultimately know that it's up to God. I do pray that I'm able to get pregnant again and have a viable pregnancy, a healthy pregnancy. I would rather not have another miscarriage, but that might happen. And if that happens, then it happens. Like, it's okay. It's okay. You know? Would it be sad and hard? And of course. Would I be like pissed off and miserable? Yeah. But like all of that would still be fine. It's like miscarriages happen here. They happen on Earth. And then me and my snarky ways, I'm like, it just makes me more relatable. Because it's shit people don't talk about. They like keep it to themselves, and they, it's this whole thing. Because you're not supposed to tell anybody until you're 12 weeks, and Please. I feel a bit of like I wouldn't say a lone wolf. It's not that dramatic. But I do feel, David and I talk about this a lot, like we're out on a limb. Because, I'll speak for myself. I don't like any other channeler ever that I've seen out there. Like, I don't. Like, there is something that feels something off about it. David's more understanding. And he's like, well, you know, that makes sense for these types of people. It's where they are in their journey and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, 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 no. But that's just me, right? And like, you need to find you. You need to find what works for you. You need to find the messages that like actually work for you. And like, if brainwashing yourself and gaslighting yourself into positivity works for you, then have at it. Good riddance. Like, I'm not the person for you then. Like, very clearly, I'm not the person. Like, if making like justifications and rationalizations and why you deny your intuition at every turn, like if that's your style, then like, again, this isn't gonna work. And like, if you are following your intuition, which if at this point in the video, I imagine most people are, I feel like there's still some stragglers listening that are like, I don't follow this. I hate watching her right now. Hi. But those of you that do follow your intuition, man, I'm grateful for you because it's not easy. Because it's not easy at all. And I'm grateful that you have the courage to do it in a world where it's denied at every turn. Like it feels almost impossible. And I feel like I sound dramatic to those that don't follow their intuition, but those that do, you get it. Because it's like, how do you explain this thing? Like, oh yeah, my intuition's the voice of God. Like, it's like, people don't say that. Like, no, God is God. And, you know, in Christianity, God is in the sky and then you die and go to heaven or whatever. I don't fucking know. And then in New Age, like, you are God. Like, you need to be a better creator. Your frequency and vibes need to be higher. And it's like, no. I listen to that rightness. And it's more than just a moral compass. That's a piece of it. But there's like a rightness. There's something that's just right about the way things are or the way things are going, even though it's hard. And you can feel that it's good for you, even though it sucks. Like, people don't walk this path. Like, this path is not an easy path to walk. Because you're not accepted by either group. So it makes it a little lonely. Lonely in the sense of like not being able to like really connect with people. Not in the deeper ways that you would want to. I remember like when I was friends with my New Age friends, like I couldn't like, they didn't like when I swore. They didn't, because it's low vibe. They, you know, if you say like, you can't do something, like you can't say that you can't do something, or, you know, you have to say like, oh, I get to do something, or like instead of saying I have to do something, you say I get to do something. And like, it's all this like rewriting of just how you would just speak naturally. So you are more positive. But to me, it always felt off. And I never fucking did it. Am I friends with those people? No, not a one. Not a single one. Like, actually, not a one. Oh, I stretch out my legs. Yeah. Is that unfortunate and sad? Kind of. Would I change it? No. No. Would I like continue to like modify myself so I can fit in with a group? No. Like, that's what I love so much about the second paradigm and the body of work that David and I have developed. Like, we used to say, keep going, keep trusting, and welcome home. And that's what I've always wanted it to feel like. Like, I've wanted it to just feel like home. Like, you can say whatever the fuck you want. You can be pissed at whatever group of people you want to be pissed at. You can say any of the derogatory slurs. It doesn't fucking matter. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not offended. David's not offended. If anything, we'd laugh and think it was funny. Like it doesn't matter. Like where do you get that? Like you don't get that in New Age spirituality. You don't get that in Christianity. But like, isn't that like, don't you just fucking want to say some shit sometimes? Like, don't you just want to talk shit about the thing you want to talk shit about? Like, don't you just want to tell the truth about a thing? I had this one friend that her relationship was terrible. It was going very far south, going downhill. And she didn't want to say anything bad about him. And I was like, you have to. Like, tell me. Like, because it's like she was saying, oh, I don't want to say anything bad about him. What she was really saying was like, oh, I don't want to tell the truth about how I really feel. And she's like, his breath stinks. He doesn't ever talk about this. He avoids that. He da-da-da, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, it was like, finally, she said it. She said it. And I loved it. I loved every second of it because it was the realest shit ever. It meant something. It was honest. And it moved things forward because then they finally broke up. Because she was fucking honest with herself. And she wasn't happy anymore. She didn't like being in the relationship because it sucked. Like shit like that. Like we gotta be able to say it. And then there's also this element when like you talk the shit and then it's like, oh, okay. Or like you used to just say a bunch of shit and just rattle it off. And you're like, and this and that, and I hate this, and blah, blah. And then that's all it is. It's just nothingness. It's just like I can tell the difference between like the real hard-hitting shit that's actually true versus you just complaining and rambling about nonsense. Like there's a felt difference. You can tell. I can feel it. And I don't care. I don't hold on to those things. I'm not like, hey, remember when you said that he did this and you're still with him even though he, I don't know, left his beard hair in the sink. You said that was your deal breaker, but I mean, I'm making this up entirely. But like, it's like, yeah, but that's not the thing that's bothering you. It's not the beard hair in the sink. And that was just like a passing thing. Like you're fine. You guys are fine. It doesn't even fucking matter. Like your relationship is good. Like are no red flags. Sometimes you just need to spout off. And I feel like religion and New Age spirituality and mainstream spirituality at large, like don't have room for that. I think it's bullshit. I think you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I would drink this coffee so much faster if I weren't talking on video. You like my color palettes? So yeah, it's hard when you don't fit in anywhere and nobody really gets you. And you like want to talk about these other things like, I don't know, even like geoengineering and the lines in the sky and like what are they doing to the weather, and like it's like we need to be able to go there. And it can feel pretty hopeless, honestly, when you start learning about the world, like really start learning about the world. But then there's also this place of like, well, that's why I'm here. That's where I always go. Like, it's like, that's exactly why I'm here, because we're going to go further into this thing than we would like to admit. We're going to merge closer. The New Age people are going to be right. We're going to merge closer with this AI bullshit, digital twin stuff. I don't see any New Agers talking about the digital twins. Mm-mm. No. But they would like it. They would like it. But anyway, we're going to go further into this whole dark agenda than we'd like to admit. We already think it's dark here, right? Those of us that are still with me and still following along, 2020 fucked shit up. And things became clearer. And things also got darker. And I think that's okay, because I think that's why we're here. And I think that's why we are the age that we are. I think that our embodiment and actually following our intuition and listening to God and creating whatever it is that we create in the world, like being however we be in the world, I think those are very important things. I think that it causes a sort of disruption that can't be caused any other way. I think it's easy to infiltrate religion. I think it's easy to plant a new thought in the collective field of Christianity. I think it's really easy. I think it's easy to manipulate humans, people. I think we're easily manipulated. But like, what if we weren't? What if we were just a little more resilient to the dark agenda? Not resilient in the way that we're like detoxing our heavy metals that are constantly sprayed on us. Sure, you can do that too. But I think it's spiritual. I don't think it's so physical. I think our physical bodies are taking a toll from the frequencies. You know, I think it's both, but I think the real work is in our connection to God, and like really believing that it's true and real, and that we're connected to something benevolent, and that we're doing something that not many other people are doing here. I think that needs to mean something, and that doesn't really mean anything to the spiritual intuitive people that don't want to do it either of the two ways that are laid out. I think it needs to mean something. Your intuition needs to mean something to you. God needs to be real. And I don't think we're gonna, this is a spoiler alert, we're not ascending into 5D consciousness. Like, that's not a thing. We're not ascending into rainbow light bodies like David Wilcox, Cox talked about. I saw him at Contact in the Desert in 2017, and he talked about how we're going to ascend into rainbow light bodies soon. It's not going to happen. We're not going anywhere. Like, we're very much here. We're very much here on Earth within these dark systems. And the systems will only get darker, but they'll only get darker to us. They're not going to get darker to anyone else. They'll only be more convenient for others. Oh my God, you just have to scan your phone to ride on the high-speed rail, and it's so easy. Oh, you just scan your palm now. Yeah, we don't even need the phones because we can just see our screen and our eyeballs. It's so nice. Oh my God, I'm so glad not to have to carry that thing around with me anymore. I used to leave it everywhere. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Your phone never left your side. Who are you kidding? But that, right? It's only going to go that way. But like, we need to know that, I think, and be okay with it. And like, we're going to merge further with this thing than we want to, but can we still keep our connection to God intact through it all? That's the ultimate question. It's not about Jesus coming back or descending down from a cloud or a unicorn, depending on what Christianity you're consuming. I've heard them both. It's just so weird. And Satan's supposed to be the unicorn, so it's supposed to show that he like commandeered Satan or whatever. So that's why he's riding Satan on the unicorn down back to earth, and to save everybody. Like, oh, and as a side note, I just don't think that's going to happen. But as a side note, with the J-dubs, that's why they knock on your door. They want everybody to join they want everybody to join the J-dubs, because they think Jehovah is only going to save the J-dubs. So everyone else will perish, but the J-dubs will live on. So that's why they're like desperately seeking more people to convert, so then they can get saved too. It just sounds fucking crazy to me. Like, I don't know what happens after we die. I don't think God or Jesus or anybody is coming back here to save us. I don't even think that it's like up to us to save us. You know, that's very like patriot, truther narrative. I think it's up to us to stay tethered to God in a world that isn't. I think it's up to us to use our intuitive connection as often as possible and to defy our biological programming and listen to our intuition exclusively. I think it's important to have that differentiated out, like what's God and what is your body, because our bodies are deeply programmed. Mine, I have the 1984 model. You know, there's a lot of programming in here, and it's hard to go against the biological programming, but I feel like I must. I feel like I have no other choice. I do, obviously. I said earlier that I could slip into Christianity. I could slip into New Age. I could attempt to forget everything I feel as though I embody now, but I can't. I can't. It would be more comfortable in some ways. But like, this feels worth it. And I don't know if it is. And that's the bet, right? That's the bet David and I are making, is that this feeling this, knowing what this is, at least I feel like I know what this is. My intuition is the direct line to God. And then living that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I literally have no idea if it's going to work. So far, it's working. But I mean, what does working mean? Like, I'm still alive. I haven't died yet. I don't live under a bridge. Not in a cardboard box. My life feels better. I feel more grounded. My knowing is really sharp. I know things about people long before other people know things about people. Yeah. It's a bet. And then you have to ask yourself, is it a bet worth making? And I say yes. I feel like I have to see this through. And if I'm wrong, then I'll eventually find out, won't I? But to me, it's the same delusional bet that Christians make. It's the same delusional bet that New Age hodgepodge makes, even though I don't think New Agers know what the fuck they're talking about at all. It is such a mess of thought when you get in there and you get in their brains and you're just like, what the fuck? Everything you're saying contradicts the other thing. It makes no fucking sense. No, thank you. But I think at the end of the day, I hope that this path will have done something good here. It will have updated the collective field in a way that helps people do the same. And maybe that's what I'm following. Maybe I'm following something. There's like just this thin little sliver in the collective field of someone that listened to their intuition the entirety of their life. And they were like, hey, I did it. You can do it too. I'm like, all right, I'll try. I'll do my fucking best. And I'll see where it leads me. And I'll tell other people about it. People have that conviction with Christ, right? They're always like having to talk about Jesus. I feel that way with intuition. So I talk to so many people and they're like, well, I don't really want to do it, but you know, the doctor said I have to. And I'm like, what? You don't have to. You don't have to. It's like, here's my open hand. I'm like, no, listen to that. The feeling, that means something. Not the doctor. Who cares? Fuck the doctor. Who cares about the fucking doctor? No. It like turned into like a spaz. I think that word's offensive now. I just realized that. Is it? Didn't Lizzo get canceled for that? Whatever. If you're this far in, the word spaz is not offending you, which is good. But yeah. Yeah, I can't do it any other way. It's what I gotta do. This is definitely the road less traveled. All right, I'm cutting it off before an hour because retention time is not going to be great on this thing. Bye.